Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Action Figure Pow Wow. My name's Jay, and joining me as always, my partner in crime, Paul Shearman, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that. You didn't need a fireplace roaring in the background. That's completely dumb because I was not expecting that. Best intro ever. That was amazing. Ah, dear, that was great.
I forgot which camera though, because the other one
Honestly, that was
broke.
brilliant.
So I looked at the other one. I was like, "That's not the one."
Man, I love it. That's the best intro ever. It was so. You just need a cardigan, a fireplace in the background, a glass of whiskey,
smoking jacket,
and a beagle on the carpet next to you. That was
and
brilliant.
You need a pipe as well.
So hey, welcome to Action Figure Pow Wow. Great. Jazz club. Great. That's brilliant, man. Yeah. Hey, let's sniff some toys.
Let's sniff some toys. I love this. You know what I love about this room, right? Is that if I keep the door closed, when I walk in, it smells of plastic.
That's a plastic.
I love that.
Nice. Nice. I've sneaked the Watcher onto my shelf now every week. Every week I sneak another figure onto the top shelves, and my wife does not realise. I've had the Sentinel there for a month now. I've not picked that out either. Awesome. Well, we'll choose not to say anything.
She'll be watching this show, so she'll know.
Oh, I love you.
So is that? So I see the new Doctor Strange back there.
You do indeed, sir. So I've got the boxed. I've got a box to keep forever.
Okay, and then you've got the open one.
And I've got the open one up here with the Axe of Angaramus.
Nice.
Oh, where am I going? Where's the camera?
Nice. There you go. Hold on a minute. I've got to get used to these controls. It's been so long.
There you go. And I'll tell you what, the detail on this axe, it's so well done. It's like black. It's like, honestly, it's like black washed.
Put your hand behind it. See if it makes it focus.
So it's like black washed.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
So you love this figure, right?
Oh my God. It's everything I hoped. Everything I hoped this figure would be.
Well, almost everything.
Almost everything I hoped the figure would be. Yeah, I'm even okay with the cape being fixed.
Oh, okay. I was going to say to you about that. I was going to say you're going to get a custom cape for it.
I did that custom cake. Looks amazing. I'm going to get a custom cake as well, because look at the size of me. I am getting a custom cake, and I'm going to wrap it in a cape as well. Got me head in now. Yeah, but that custom cape, I said again, that custom cape looks superb. And I do think I need to get one because I really want to do some flowy, floating
and it'll
shots.
Fit on easily on that, right? Because
it will fit on easily. Yeah. No, you've got to. From what I understand from looking on the custom cape site, is you actually have to cut this off.
Oh, okay. So it is fixed.
So that does make me a bit nervous. So that is so it's not, you can't pull that out. That is fixed.
Right.
But their cape does clip under that of Agamotto, and I'm sure their cape fits under it as well. But their cape definitely does.
A bit messy.
But what I really love is the fact, because it is fixed, there's no issues with when you stand it. The cape, goes up over the shoulders, and it's like it's got no neck or anything like that. So I really love it. It bends like a dream. And considering we always talk about issues with the tunics, don't we? With the soft goods on there, bends like a dream. The ab crunch is great on it, and these are the Kang, the Conqueror arms as well. But they seem to have improved that, because I broke the Kang one immediately, and I glue it back in. It works fine now, but these ones move so well. There's no issue at all with that. And the hands, and then you've got the little kink on the wrist as well for the magical.
Are they both
magical hands?
Up down wrists like that, or is one there?
Both up down wrists. So he's got there's a little bag of accessories. So you've got the two discs. You've got the you've got other up down hand as well. You've got the glowy discs, which are really cool. Good paint job on those. You've got the Wand of Watum, which has got some pretty cool detail.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
On the face as well. Could have done with that being a little bit discoloured, like the axe, a little bit blackwash on it, but that's fine. You've got the incredible porn star 70s head.
That is an awesome head.
It's amazing. Proper 70s porn star face going on there. It's really cool. And then you've got the Asmodeus head, which was from early Ditko run and then made an appearance back in the 1988 Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme comics, where this was Stephen Strange's head. His body was stolen by Asmodeus from another dimension. So we had like a placeholder head. So we had a no-faced, blue-faced thing. So I just love it. It's just so good. It's absolutely everything I was hoping to get from a classic Doctor Strange. And now I can put in with my Namor, my Hulk, my Silver Surfer, and I've got a solid Defenders lineup as well, old school Defenders lineup as well.
Nice.
So put him back up there.
And you did some great pictures with him. I like those ones.
Oh,
Which you can see
well.
one of them on the Action Figure Pow Wow Instagram page.
Go to Action Figure
following.
Instagram. Check it out. You should be following. Definitely following.
Definitely. You know,
I've learned my posing from you, from my Jedi Master, the King of Posing. So yeah, so that I'm so pleased to get that one. Really pleased to get that one. And it was a little bit more expensive. We did talk about the time. It was 26 quid, so $33.
That put me off a little bit. The price.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not ridiculously expensive. You do get a lot with it as well.
When you look at the accessories, so you've got the two hands, so you've got the holding hands, you've got the magical hands, you've got the magical disc, you've got the Wand of Watum, you've got the Axe of Angaramus, and 3 heads.
Mm. And it's a great best Doctor
awesome
Strange
figure.
Right?
Oh, 100% best figure.
I mean, a part of me wants it. A part of me thinks, well, I got the £30 Black Widow for £10 eventually. I wonder if I could do the same with this. It depends how many there are left in the world, right?
I think gone are the days. I don't know, but I think gone are the days where. So I've got 2 of the Cap Series 1 coming, the 20th anniversary one. So
me too,
same thing. Yeah, one box, one to play with like forever.
I can't wait to play with that one.
We're nearly there, aren't we?
So excited.
Nearly there.
Well, it keeps getting pushed back.
Awesome.
Although I'm glad because this
helped
month
me write out. Yeah, and those 2 I got stung with about 3 days before Christmas, 53 quid.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, this month I had a few at the beginning of the month, in between our last show, and then the Cap one came up, and I was like, oh god! But then that got postponed, and see, one of the annoying things about January, and I think that most action figure collectors that you see on Instagram are millionaires, right? Because if I got as many figures in as they do, I'd be divorced, right? There's the new Spider-Man, the Sentinel Spider-Man. I don't know if you've seen that. Where it's got the building piece. It looks amazing. It's like 127 quid, right? And I definitely could not buy that. And also my other pre-orders, and that there's no way. So I'm like, how are people funding this? Is there a lot of drug dealing going on?
There must be.
That could be.
They just can't eat. They just can't eat, right? And they can't have any dependents. And the place they live in, they live with
put their kids
figures.
out to work. Right. Oh yeah, no, like single J, I'd have all of them, no problem. Buying that. It wouldn't even cross my mind. I'd be like, £200. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd have a Galactus right here. But yeah, so my point of that was, I really wanted to pick up some of the new Valaverse Action Force figures.
Yeah,
I only wanted a couple of them. Specifically, I wanted Condor because he's like a British SAS guy, and I thought that's a pretty cool one. And they'll go with my Joes.
Definitely go Joe.
And they have a riot trooper, which is like their army builder. So you just get like looks like a ninja kind of style, and then you put like the gear on and the helmet and stuff like that. And I wanted to get the blue one because I was like, it could be a almost like a special type of Cobra Trooper. It would just go with my Cobra Troopers.
Yes, good shout. Yeah.
but unfortunately they've sold out everywhere, so I can't get those ones. But the second wave are already up for pre-order, and so I think on payday I will be pre-ordering at least one, maybe two.
Okay, look
Probably
forward to the review.
definitely one and a weapons pack. And
Right.
everyone that's picked these up just says that they are the nuts, and I cannot wait to get my hands on one. Action Force, as we were growing up,
It was our thing.
that's
It was
what
our thing,
G.I.
man.
Joe was called here. And before G.I. Joe, we had like Baron Ironblood and the Red Shadows,
Baron
and you had
Ironblood,
like the
yeah.
SAS guys in
Yeah,
there, the
yeah,
Space
they
Force,
were.
and all that. So it kind of harkens back to that a little bit. Some of the bad guys, the Bone Collector and stuff like that, they look great too. And I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind, but and the Swarm have sold out really quick.
Yeah,
Those Valorverse figures look amazing. I'd
they
love to get my
do.
hands on. They're a bit more pricey.
They are, and I
That's why I
think,
only want one or two.
yeah, and I think they've got expect that at the start. But
Yeah.
I'm starting to see. I think, and I don't know, I'm not no expert whatsoever. But obviously, I spend every waking hour. I'm not working or feeding my kids, looking at figures and playing with figures and buying figures and watching people talk about figures. I think the days are gonna go. Other than your big Galactuses and your super things like that, where the fear of missing out is going to get less because more things are becoming available. Also, more figures. There's just there's 139. Just use Marvel Legends. 139 Marvel Legends last year. So that's on average one every 3 days. Now they come in waves, but that's one every 3 days getting a Marvel Legend released in a year. And Joe range is going to expand. Star Wars keep able to put figures out now because they've either repeat stuff from the old stuff or they're doing Black Series,
No, they've got
Vintage,
plenty of new stuff
Gamer,
as well.
new
Yeah.
stuff, loads coming up. Transformers, reinvigorating the
We just
entire
had Transformers
range.
today. They
Transformers
did
today,
new ones, right?
new drops today. So I think more on the market. So there'll be less and less. Like a lot of the ones I've got a few boxed, like that Doctor Strange. I've kept that because I won't sell that because I want a box
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And I've got the original 80th anniversary, the Cap, Iron Man, and Thor, the Trinity.
Yeah, yeah, them boxed, don't you?
Originally, I
Yes.
got them boxed and loose. And originally, I thought, well, they might be an investment one day, but I don't think they're going to hold values going forward because of so many more coming on the market now.
Well, it's when a new one comes out, right? So like this new cap that's coming out, then that other one will drop for a while, but then it'll go up
Yeah,
again because no one will be able to get
yeah,
it. The thing is, I do wonder about that because I mean at the moment, we just had the GI Joe Fan First Friday, and they said, look, we're using the renders because with COVID and the way things have been, it's been hard to
yeah,
get things produced. So at the moment, I think we're going through a bit of a lull where it's still going to be hard to get things initially. I mean, with the Joes, the Alley Viper and the Bat in the States, I see people finding them in like Walmart and stuff like that, and they're getting them for like $10, right?
yeah.
That never happens here, but
Never.
never. But they seem to be in abundance over there. Now over here, you still see that they get sold out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But over there, the people are walking into just their supermarket and they're just stacked up on the shelf there,
They're
which you don't
everywhere.
get
They're
that in
just
supermarkets here
no.
anyway. I'm interested to know with Toys R Us coming back and they're opening all their branches in the UK now, if they'll be stocking any of this stuff, because they used to, then they went down and started stocking like nothing, and it was just all
Yeah,
baby stuff, and
yeah.
and I think if you're gonna bring back Toys R Us, you got to do it big. You got to like do the things because
If
I
it was
got,
me,
sorry to interrupt you,
no, you
I got
can't.
my tank. You can't see them. I've got the Star Wars Black Series tank troopers, and I got them when they were Toys R Us exclusives. Obviously, they later on re-released them, but I remember when they came out, and I was like, "Oh, how cool!" And I went run down to Toys R Us just before it closed down, and
Yeah,
there was
grab
two
them.
on the shelf, and I was like, "I only want two,"
Oh,
so I got
nice.
them, and yeah, and but I wonder if that will be a thing, if there will be the Toys R Us exclusives again, and I wonder if they will stock more of this kind of stuff, or it's going to just be your generic toys that aren't very good,
Well,
right?
I think
Most
that
toys
should
are a bit
be
crap these days.
their market because, and again, I can't tell Toys R Us to do it. They're obviously cleverer than me and they do it for a living, but they run that business once. I don't know. If you look at, so in the UK, you look at the Entertainer
Yeah,
and Smiths. The
and you don't have the
Entertainer,
antenna where I live.
No, I mean they're not everywhere, but they are middle of the road just toys. You get a
Yeah.
few Marvel Legends in there every now and again, a few little gems, but older ones that they had before don't get. Smiths are a bit better, but I still don't class them as specialist. If I was in charge of marketing for Toys R Us, or if I was bringing back Toys R Us, toy market is predominantly older people, blokes with money to spend on toys, not millions and millions and millions, but enough money to spend. That is a market missing in the UK because there is nowhere other than the onliners where you can go and see a wide range of it.
Mm.
And they could bulk up the. I'd always be calling kids' bikes, the push chairs, and all the things they used to do towards us, and computer games and all that. Video games, computer games. How old am I? Video games, all that as their secondary income, and they would have the market because not everyone's got Forbidden Planet anymore, and Forbidden Planet has got so much different type of merch, t-shirts, mugs, games, whatever. That would be their market. That could be the market where they could have that.
I mean, I remember back in the day when I used to collect. I was a kid. I used to collect the 375 GI Joes, and I remember going into Toys R Us, and it was just like a whole thing full of them. And then I even remember like when we had one where I used to live, which is obviously not there anymore, and going in there when the original retro wave, the Spider-Man ones that we're getting the re-releases of now. I remember all those retros when they were all over this whole aisle dedicated to it and stuff like that, and it was amazing to be able to walk down there. Nowadays don't get that. I will say Smith's Toys do all right for their Marvel Legends. It's pretty good, and they've got their Black Series. Never ever see a Joe in the UK ever in a shop ever. Although strangely, some people were finding Flint and Lady J and TK Maxx just like on sale for £8, and I'm like, so of course I checked, and we didn't have it, but I would have just bought a second one just so I could do something
for that price.
Yeah, right. And for Marvel Legends as well. Sorry for anyone from the US that might happen upon this, but we're talking UK shops here. I went into HMV that was near me one day, and they had a really good selection.
Absolutely.
And I was surprised, but HMV, it makes sense because, CDs, no one buys them anymore. DVDs are fading away, Blu-rays and all that. You'll have them, but it's going. So the best thing for somewhere like HMV is your collectibles. Become a collectibles shop because that stuff is big. You can sell your Hot Toys, you can sell and what they need to do is get the ones that are harder to get here. The ones that we find online. So things like your Valaverse or maybe some of the the other like the Simpsons ones or the Super Sevens or like the Mezcos, which I'm hoping that you've unboxed, we can talk about in a bit. And that kind of stuff. Like it would be quite cool to do that. And I'm kind of like, this is an opportunity because no one else is doing it.
That's where I would go with it.
On the high street,
Definitely.
You're the shop I'm going to go to because it's only going to be specialist stores. So those online ones, some of them actually have a store, but they're few and far between. The HMV as a brand, you could probably get some of that stuff in. I don't know.
Definitely.
I don't know.
No,
I mean, I'm not a shop guy. I don't have a business. I don't know about running a business. So there's probably a reason, right? Maybe
I think
there's not a big enough
that
market.
Way. No, I think they're moving that way. I mean, there's so Basingstoke where I live is a bigger town, and that's got an HMV, big HMV, and that's got some decent toy section in it, but not great. It's okay. Newbury, which is a much smaller town, where I've got another place at work, another department to go to. I popped in there the other week, and they branded their section called Go Figure.
Or in HMV?
In HMV, and it was stacked to the roof with Marvel Legends, Transformers, GI Joes.
I had the Joes, the classifieds.
Sorry, Joes, Transformers, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures.
Yeah, and some of those are cool.
Some are very cool. And loads of stuff. Didn't have Joes. No, didn't have Joes. I got too excited there.
Those McFarlane ones the other day, I was looking at them and I was like, there's a little part of me that, and I know a lot of people disagree with this, but a little part of me is like, wouldn't it be cool if somehow Hasbro also got to deal with DC and made DC Legends, and they were just like those ones, and it's like then you could have like Superman and Spider-Man all like in the same shelf and stuff. that would be awesome. It won't ever happen. And the reason I say it is because the McFarlane one's always like sort of 7 inches, so they
7
don't
inches,
really
yeah.
fit. I hate that 7 inch. It's all about the
They could,
6.
they look
It's all
really
about the
cool.
fake 6, the fake
Yeah.
6 that the Marvel Legends are. They're not real 6, but slightly not, above. That's what I like. I like that size. It's handy.
It is. It's perfect. It's perfect,
So,
isn't it? Yeah. The 6 is definitely the right way to go. Definitely the right way to go.
So anyway, we were talking about Mezco just then, and I really have been wanting to get my hands on a Mafex figure recently. Is it Mafex?
Mafex. I call it Mafex. I think it's Mafex. I don't know. I say Mafex.
I know sometimes you hear Americans say Mafex, and I kind of like it, but I think you need their accent. So if I say Mafex,
It doesn't work in our voice, does it? No.
Mafex. It's like when they say pasta. We don't say that. It's
Yeah,
pasta.
no. It doesn't work in our voice, does it?
So, but yeah, so you got a Venom.
I've got a Venom.
You have him on hand.
Got a Venom. There he is.
Tell me all about this figure.
It's just the best. Honestly, the second I took it out of the box, you have to do that.
Quality?
The minute, and it's so light, so much lighter than a Marvel Legend, so much lighter.
Right.
And the minute you have a Marvel Legend, you do that nervous. I just warm the plastic up.
The thing, with the Hasbro's, you should always heat them up first.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah. Just look at that knee. That's that move at the box.
Like?
There's perfect. It will hold its place. Can move it easy. So slick to move. The waist, just a smooth turn down, and you got the hip rotates.
Like the retro size, but it's got
hip rotates out as well. The legs drop out.
Yeah.
Drop back in. Feet. You got the old school Marvel Legend Toy Biz, which curl up brilliantly. The head is really smooth.
Does he have more than one head?
Yeah, got 3 heads. So
does it pop off easily?
It does pop easy. It's a bit to get the new one on. I had to do a lot of warming it up. And the thing I'm not too keen on is I don't like the fact that on the hands, they're the reverse of the Marvel Legend. So the pin is in the hand.
Right, yeah. No, it's in the wrist.
Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Thank you. It's in the wrist. Pin's in the wrist. So you put the hand onto it. I don't like that. That feels it's got much more potential to break.
Right.
The head pins are a lot thinner than Marvel Legend. The neck on them, and because it's great movement, I'm really, really careful. Really heating it up. Really careful putting that in because if that goes, it's game over. But the heads are so you've got the maniacal grin face. You've got Eddie Brock face.
I want an Eddie Brock head.
And it comes with a neck attachment as well. So it can take out the Venom neck attachment that's in here and put this one in. So it is the symbiote going up his neck, taking him over. And then, oh my God, hands and feet. Where would you start? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 5 extra pairs of hands.
Wow.
And then 2 of those extra pairs are magnetic.
Nice. Yeah.
And then the feet, you get extra pair of feet, and they are
magnetic ones.
Magnetic.
Yeah.
So perfect for the upside down, hanging on the side of the building. Then you've got everything you've got magnetic claw hands to fists to ones where the web will fit down into the hand to grip the webs. And then it came with four webs of roughly the same sort of size, probably 7, 8 inches long, very durable, move quite well, and you can force them down. I've got them in another box actually. I've got them with the webs that you very kindly made for me in a separate box. But it's so much fun. It just moves like a dream.
You just want to play with it.
All the time. I'm already wearing out.
The butterflies go back and forward.
Butterflies go right back. There's no issue. I'll take it out now. but again, it comes out really easy to adjust and play around with. It's just slick. Everything is smooth. Everything is just smooth. The knee joints are amazing because it actually still looks like a knee.
Yes. Yeah.
When it's bent.
Cap on there, the knee cap.
Got the cap on it. It looks like it's properly molded. The paintwork is amazing because you get the proper. So like that retro Venom, with the retro series, I don't like it. I know they're going for the animated series one. I understand that, but I just think it looks too messy. It looks like a kid's drawn over it accidentally, doesn't it? Right. You've got subtle discoloration in the shoulders, so you can pick up the lighter and the darker blue. I'm not showing too well on the camera, but if you go onto our Insta, you can see the pictures on there, and it's brilliantly painted into it. They've really taken the time.
Yeah, I can see it there.
And the detail. It's a proper paint job where they've actually taken care and attention, and it fits. You see that blue on the leg there?
Yeah.
It fits on the muscle, so it goes with the flow of the muscle.
Nice.
I just think it's just a beautiful figure. I'm just so glad got it. The only one thing which it doesn't work with it is the retro Spidey symbiote costume we've just had is taller.
Oh right, okay. So he's not as tall.
So
right.
Unless you work out, get the right camera perspective in terms of doing some shots on them, can't really put them together too much, Clash.
So he actually measures 6 inches, does he?
He measures 6 inches, and obviously the others are a bit big. So, but I also picked up the Marvel Select Venom.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Which
again is super fun. 3 different heads, 4 different hands, and loads of black lashing symbiote. There's like I've got it clips on the back, almost like your backpack,
like Carnage's one does.
Yes, like Carnage with all the tendrils to come off it. That works really well with the Marvel Legends Spideys, obviously because of the because of the size. This one's just a bit too small, but oh my god, so glad I got this. This if it were fortunately, Mafex are bloody expensive because otherwise I would be going back and buying a whole load more.
How much was that one though? You got it.
So this was so it was 26 quid on eBay.
That's really good. Yeah,
brand new. Trader, good trader rate, 98.9%, but on 7,000 odd.
So you got any more?
So yeah, it was. You still get it.
Because I mean, I have seen the Homecoming Spider-Man going pretty cheap, like 20 quid, kind of price. And I've been thinking about picking that one up just because, Spidey, you can get away with him being a bit smaller,
Yeah, you can.
And also I think it'd be quite fun to pose.
Yeah.
So
but it honestly, the minute I took it out of the box, I was like, this is amazing. This is so good. It's just such slick, sweet movement. And it looks really, that's a Todd McFarlane creation, isn't it? It's the absolute dream. Box is fantastic. Box is in the cupboard, unfortunately. I can't get to. Box is great, perfectly square, flat. You can stack it against a load of others. And inside the insert is comic book drawing of New York in the background. So
nice.
Pop it
so
just in front.
of it.
Yeah. So it is for that price is absolute. But it's one of the best figures I've ever got. I think.
Wicked. I've got to say, I am a little bit jealous of it. I'm kind of like, oh man, I really want one of those. Yeah. So I will have to have a look and see if I can pick one up. Maybe not him. I'll see what they've got. But if you send me that seller, I'll have a look at what he's got.
I will do. Yeah, they are on there. And I also wondered. Then I thought, do you know what? The Wolverine one looks great. £141.
Not that great.
Not that great.
It's great. It's not £141 great.
Nothing is £141 great anymore, other than Galactus. But it is. It's just. I love it. It's so good. It's such a great. So pleased to have got it.
It's a gateway drug, man. Gateway drug.
It's terrible. I know. And when I look at it on the box, and the box is done so like a comic book cover. So you've got the corner box.
Yeah.
And then the 6 with inch underneath it for the figure, and then 088 as the comic book number. And I was thinking, oh god, there's 87 other Mafex. I was like, oh no. Yeah. Fortunately,
ching.
Yeah, and it is fortunately, other than I've seen some of the Homecoming Spider-Man ones on there, for about the same price, 27, 28 quid, so $34, $35. And I have ordered a Spider-Man. I think it might be the pizza Spider-Man one, I think, or it's a Mafex Spider-Man comic book costume Spider-Man on Amazon for £28, which is coming in the next couple of weeks.
Really? Link me to that, because
I'll
that
send
one
you that
I'd
as
be
well.
interested in. I'd
Send
definitely
you
be
that as
interested
well.
in that one.
Yeah.
I prefer a more comic book one than a movie one anyway. So if they've got that price, I mean, it's more pricey, but I think you're getting the difference in quality, right?
I absolutely would, for that mobility, for that ease of movement on it, and it just, when you know, I'm almost like, you know, like you're like with you smelling the toys.
Yeah.
This is as good as when you first peel the cover off of a new iPhone.
Right. I've never had an iPhone, but sure.
Or when you take your seal off your new phone, you know, the screen.
Yeah.
You pull that. It is like the second I took out the box, I was like, "Oh, baby, you have movement on it." It's just so good.
Excellent.
Honestly,
I'll have to check that out. I'll definitely be interested to get one of those.
It's wicked.
So we mentioned earlier on that they had a Transformers reveal today. Did you by any chance catch any of it or anything?
I had a look at what they got, what they revealed, what they dropped, and it looked. Initially, I thought it was a new version of Ironhide, the old comic Ironhide, and actually, look at that again. It is. So it's DK2 Guard. Oh, I don't know that range, that background. So it is Ironhide. It looks cool. Right. It's a black van, and then the arm and the leg joints are red. That looks very cool. What else did they drop out today? And then they dropped out. Let's have a look. They dropped another couple of. They dropped an RC in the mint on cards version. I'm trying to work out what size that figure is though. The reaction action figure. It's £17, so $23. So that looks like, and a prowl as well. The prowl looks really cool. The boxes look great. That's the proper old school 1984 Transformers art style to those figures. But not enough to tempt me into getting back into it.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if you'd, because I'd seen that they did it, but I hadn't seen what they had released. So I was wondering if you knew, and obviously you did.
I'm really old school Transformers. I would have, if I was, again, money no object or space no object. There's only about, I say about 6 or 7 I would have as my key figures.
I swear, if money was no object, I would buy a warehouse and just make that my toy emporium where I.
And you imagine you have all different scenes set up, wouldn't you? You'd have dioramas down one wall.
I'd have a whole. The center of it would be a diorama workstation because I don't have that. I will still do your diorama. I'm just not there yet.
You've got a lot
I
to
will
do.
do it, you know. Yeah, I'd love to do that. It'd be amazing.
Do you know what? If they weren't so expensive, the storage units each month, I would get one, and I'd keep my permanent studio set up in it.
That'd be cool.
And they just walk in and record.
Yeah, all set up, ready to go.
All set up, walk in and record, hit record and go.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I made a backpack for Spider.
I love that
You've
backpack.
seen that?
That's so good. Look at the detail on that. Yeah. Perfect. I used to love that when you wore the backpack.
Do one for you
in the comic.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, you know what, he could do something like that, right? So yeah, I'll see if I can make one for you, dude.
That adds a whole new dimension to an already great figure.
Well, it just makes it a bit of fun, doesn't it? Like you can put his backpack on and have him swinging through town. So we had I know we're short on time now, aren't we? So it's all 10 minutes ish. So they had the fan first GI Joe the other day. Very exciting for me.
Very good.
The highlights were, and of course they were using the renders, so it wasn't the actual figures. They don't have those yet. The thing with the renders that's a worry, not really a worry, because it's all that's all they could do, and at least they get to show us what's coming, which is exciting. is that obviously it's a best case scenario. This is the perfect how it's going to look, and it's not necessarily exactly how it looked. However, it's their idea and it's what they're going for. So highlight. I mean, you had the twins, the Crimson Twins, which was great. I liked that not only were they obviously flipped round, but Zaymot and Tomax, they had Zaymot had his scar. Tomax had a little smirk, which they made a different head. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Stalker. Oh man, I love that.
So good.
And I saw somebody else mention, and it would be great to do this if Stalker. If you could get a few of them, it's a generic army body.
He is, yeah.
Take the hands and head off, and you can swap them out with different ones. And
it is the combat gear, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he looks great. The image, they had like a blue background, so he looked really muted. But I've seen somebody brighten it up online, and it looked fantastic. He has a shemagh on, and it's a removable shemagh, and it looks cool. Like it goes over, and you can see there's webbing underneath it. He has a removable hat. They didn't have any of the weapons on any of these figures, but from what I gathered, it looks like they're going to be more realistic style weapons. So that's what I got from it. I don't know.
I heard that. No, and I think you're in good hands with the Joes, because one, I think they're the best set figures anyway. Two, I think they're the best for accessories of all the figures out there anyway. So I think you can be probably quite sure
do with
you're
other
get
hands.
Good stuff.
The one thing you don't get is extra hands, and they could do with extra hands because they're all like that. So all any poses you want, they're all like that. The thing that I really liked with Stalker was that they've gone back to the bloused trousers over the boots, and it's just standard military boots. I love that. That's military boot. Bugged me. But
the shin guards thing was weird, wasn't it?
But then they still have the shin guards. So we have a 3-pack of Vipers. Awesome. We thought it was going to be a 2-pack Viper with Commander. Nope, we've got a.
I thought you Vipers. Immediately when I saw that. I know someone that will want that.
I've got 2 Vipers. I need to buy one of those packs, and I've got my squad that I wanted. I'm not being greedy, I don't like. I would love to have like 100 of them, but I've got 2, so I'll have my other 2 Vipers, and then the thing is, people sort of going, the design's a bit different. They've changed the blue and that. Again, it's a render, so we don't really know that until the figure turns up, because it looks like that, but it's a digital.
Yeah.
What it looked like in plastic.
I think you can trust that, because I think they've actually taken a bit of time with the render now, because they know they've only got the render to produce. I think they've taken a lot more time to get the best version of the render, and if you get close to the figure for that,
I mean, I don't mind if the blue's slightly different. I would prefer it if it looked the same, because uniform. But we have the infantry and you can't see them on here, but I've got the infantry and the Cobra Trooper, and when they're all standing together from here, they look like the same figure, minus a couple of accessories. So I'm cool with that. I would have liked to see Crimson Guards, but there was none of those. I saw somebody did a
for June.
Somebody did a they molded their own, they sculpted their own Crimson Guard head, and they used the Baroness and made a squad of female Crimson Guards, and they looked so awesome. And I was like, I want that too. That's because clever. In the cartoon and the comics, there were female Cobra Troopers too, right? So I would like some of those.
Yeah.
Then we had a re-release of, we had Gung Ho, this time in his blue. So that was all good. He had a new hat. We couldn't see what his head looks like underneath, but it's a different head, got a different moustache. He's got a bigger tattoo. It's not the original tattoo, because you're not allowed to use the US Navy or the US Marines thing without paying them loads of money. So they've kind of got it as close as they could. Again, he's got shin guards on. What's this love of shin guards? I don't get it. It's really annoying. I'd like to see the back.
What I don't understand with that is, because they spend. They're so intricate, the detail in every other aspect. It's not like you say, well, they're clean, cost cutting and time saving, because they spend so much detail elsewhere. But once you've made a boot, you've made a boot.
Yeah, there was new parts to him, so why not do that? The other thing is, I know this is a weird thing, but all of the Joe figures are left-handed, except the ones that are meant to be left-handed are right-handed. It's almost like they've made them on a mirror of some kind of mold. So all of their gun hands are on the left when they should be on the right. So they've
Right.
got no, so because in real life the majority of people are right-handed, and there's people like me that are left-handed, right? Now in the Joes, there are a couple of characters who, whenever you look at pictures, you always saw them left-handed. So and that's a weird thing, but there are ones that you sort of, when you see pictures, they've been left-handed, but in this they're all left-handed
They're
minus
all
a couple.
left-handed.
They're all right-handed,
They've
and
taken
it's
it
like,
straight off the comic book page, haven't they?
but they've reversed it. They've got it
Mm.
reversed. Yeah, they've got them. They should all be right-handed with a couple of left-handed, like in real life, but instead they've got the other way around. I'd like to see him fix that, because I don't see why that's a difficult fix. You just, I mean, even with the Legends, we've got like up-down hands on either side, so just make a
Both
normal
sides.
up-down hand. I
Yeah.
don't get that.
Yeah. And again, you're talking hand molds. How
They're all
easy
trigger
it's just to
fingers.
take the hand. They're all trigger fingers.
So just anyway.
Yeah.
And what else did we have then? So we had Lady J. This is a closer to the cartoon version, supposedly. The green was brighter. She had a black cap. So sorry, it's not the cartoon.
Really
it's the retro.
bright.
It's a retro one. So like the original figure. Again, she had shin guards. My old one didn't have shin guards. She has her old backpack, and she's got the black hat instead of blue. And they've given her makeup this time. And when I saw the makeup, because the other one's a bit munting, but I was like, oh, now I kind of want to buy a figure that I don't really want to buy, just to get a different head. But at the same time, Lady J is a great figure. She's been a peg warmer, and I don't know if it's just that they produced too many or if people slept on her, but she's a great female figure. She's pinless. She's got double elbow joints.
Double elbows,
knee
yeah.
joints. She moves well at the torso and the waist, and I think it's a really cool figure. And I don't know why people wouldn't pick that one up. Then we had Destro, and he was he's pretty much the same figure. They just painted the grey bits black.
Yeah, I have to say, I couldn't pick a lot out. I was obviously going, oh, okay.
He's got a different head, yeah. So he's got the eyebrows like in the cartoon, and like the whole look of the head is slightly different. Not a figure that I'll pick up, because it's like buying the same toy again. Actually, I like the two-tone on the other Destro. You can see just there.
See him there.
Baroness again is the same exact figure. This was a bit annoying to me, because Baroness, I think they should have at least redone it in parts, and that's because she is a single elbow joint figure, and now we're getting the double ones. She should be a double, and the reason is that her single elbows, they don't even go to 90 degrees. They're out here, right? And I think that it would be cool to see her, because I'm pretty sure Baroness used to have a sniper's rifle at one point as well.
She did. She killed Storm Shadow with it, didn't she? Or she thought she killed Storm Shadow.
And so, it'd be good to get her in that pose, like the new Shriek that I've turned into Black Widow up there, right? You can do that, and it's great. I just need some good hands for her. And that Baroness, she's painted all black instead of all the highlights, and they've got a new face again. They've made the face better, and I'm like, I don't want to buy this. Why did you have to make it better?
That's what they do. Got you, man. They've got you.
Have I forgotten anyone, or is that all of them? I think that's all.
So that was all of us. Then you had the little retro
and then
which look really cool. Well. And that's they're really cool. That's a good set. And I think April for Twins and Stalkers. What been with them?
The twins aren't a double pack, which is a weird choice. They're individual.
Interesting.
So you have to track down both if you don't get your pre-order in straight away. Some of the bitches did that on purpose. Right.
That is so annoying.
I mean, I'll be pre-ordering it immediately.
Yeah.
So got to get them.
That is annoying, though.
You can't have Tomax without Zaymot.
No way.
No way.
Right. No one's going to do that. I mean, they can do it. They're printing money. No one's going to do that, are they? No one buys one.
So that's what that's all about. But yeah, it was a good reveal. Actually, it was funny because I'd been like, oh, I can't wait to watch the G.I. Joe reveal, and then I forgot all about it. And it was only when you sent me the thing going, hey, what about them G.I. Joe reveals? I was like, oh, and I had to go back and put it on. Luckily, I managed to sit and watch it, but I was like, oh god, how did I forget? So yeah,
they were quite understated though in the announcement. They were quite understated that there was a Fan First Friday, because I
Well, yeah,
Almost missed
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't very. There was no. Well, maybe there was, and I just didn't notice. But it didn't seem like there was a reminder or anything.
No.
So, are we? What's our time like? Are we out of time now?
I've
It's
got
10:30.
a couple of minutes, about a
Okay.
couple of minutes or so.
All right. Well, look, got a few figures since last time. I'll quickly just say, really like the new Shocker.
So do
There
I.
he
It's
is. Where am I
it's
going?
got a good
There he
bulk
is.
to it, much bulkier than the last one.
I've seen some people have done black in the lines, which looks really good. I don't see why they didn't do that. I guess it's a lot of work. Because Human Torch, I got him as well, which you talked about. I didn't like. There's no paint on that. This is cool. I like it very much, and the hands come off like that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So you can switch them out. Although this particular hand of mine doesn't stay on very well. Like it's on, but I can pull it off very easily. But the other ones all clip in perfectly, so I've just got one that's a bit loose there. Awesome figure, I love it. Poses great. I mean, especially what my old one's like, my vibrating one.
Yeah.
His arms don't move, so I was super happy to get this. I got Hammerhead. Maybe we'll talk about these next time. Hammerhead is awesome. Really like him. Got my J.K. Simmons figure. Which I was very happy to get, and a few others, but Sue Storm and those guys, and I've replaced J.K. Simmons' head with this guy at the moment. He's just random Power Ranger dude. I don't know
That
who he
works
could
well.
be. I don't know who he could be, but
He's fodder again, isn't he?
I just wish that there'd be like a Letterman jacket one or something, so I could make
He's
Flash
almost
Thompson.
Peter Parker. It's almost Peter Parker with his swept-back hair.
Yeah, but with earrings and
earrings.
Yeah, I just wish that they'd let us do give us characters like Flash Thompson and people like that, because they are comic book characters and they make up your set. And nowadays, as we're saying about people collecting, people do all the toy photography and stuff. So it'd be cool to get Flash Thompson.
There's the next HasLab. Do a Daily Bugle office.
Yeah, no,
and then you
buy it,
and then your tears are your figures.
Oh, yeah, I'd be screwed. I'd well want to buy that. Okay. Anything else from you at the moment that you want to talk about, or do you want to save something for the next time?
I'll save something next time. I'm very happy with. I might have opened that by the next time we talk, which is intriguing because it's a figure I know nothing about this character.
Yes, that's right.
So the no context Doctor Strange. So
interested to see what it says on the back of the box.
It's very bland. Yeah, we'll save that. That. Yeah. There you go. Little
cliffhanger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. Yeah. So we're a bit short on time, although not really, because we've gone like almost an hour, and so that should do it this week. You can see where to at us below, or if you want to just say it.
By the Marvel Mix, by the Marvel Show. If you want to watch on YouTube, but Action Figure Pow Wow, do that one. Follow him over there. Where you can't see my hand going.
At Spartan X1.
That one at the bottom. Action Figure Pow Wow.
And also Action Figure Pow Wow. I should really put that address up here somewhere too. And like, subscribe, press the bell to get a notification when we're back. That's it for this week. Nice, casual, slightly sped up there bit conversation, but it's all good. Got a lot of
rapid fire figures.
Yeah, rapid fire figures. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought, if you like things or not, and tell us about that too. All right. So now I've got to remember what to do. It's been a while and I forget things. I purge information. So I am going to say it is time to say goodbye. And with that, I'm going to say bye now. See you later.